Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you guys decided to pop on by. I am doing something just a little bit different with this video, so indulge me a little bit of my creative process. I'm going to do a final flip through of my June planner that I've already set up, and I'm going to have it on this side over here, and I'll have the flip through, and then over here I'll have like actual video of me creating process. So I'll talk a little bit about what's going on and flip through, and then I'll be all ready for June as we head into this Memorial Day weekend. So let's go ahead and talk about the outside of my planner. This is a Gilio. It is a Guramundo, and it's the deluxe, which means that it has extra strings and a few more addendum things that they did from their first launch of this. I bought it used, but she said it was never used. So I got a good deal, and I love the black. It goes with absolutely everything, and it's like totally my favorite color. So, and it has a lot of space. And I'll get into a few more details about it. This actually is just what I use every day. It's my wallet, it's my planner, it's everything all into one, and that's why I wanted this one, because it had so many card pockets that I could use to actually put credit cards and things in, and bits and bobbles. So that's why. And a lot of these you'll see is empty, and that's just because this is literally straight out of my purse, and there was no fussing before you get to see it. So obviously I've got some credit cards, and I do kind of make these like little packaging things. So like this is packaging. I added a tab. I can write a to-do list. Sometimes I'm fuddling or somebody gives me something to do, and so here's a ripped off piece of paper. This is just the way I roll, and it works for me. I've got Costco receipts, of course, more of this. And this is actually a planner, the personal planner punched, and that's what I originally ordered, but I ordered it when I was actually in a personal size planner. I have a Gilio with the same Croco style. That's a gray, and I loved it, but there wasn't any place to put all my credit cards, and it was driving me crazy. So I had to move out back to the OG standard, which is what I've always been in. So a lot of the things you'll see are from that, but it works for me. I also bought some more stuff, of course, because it's pretty. This is from Coco Daisy. Most of this is, and it's just because I really enjoy their products. Again, here's what I'm talking about. It's my wallet. I love this zippered container planner part. It has two of these zips and all of these credit card slots, and you can get those over at Webster's Pages. That's what it is. All right, so again, I have a little bit of detail. I love to do notebook covers for every single one of my notebooks, and here is the first one that I've got. It really is just a planner page. I loved the stripes. Arlie, who does the majority of the artwork for Coco Daisy, just blows my mind every single month because she really spends the time to do the really intricate details that really show through when you're looking at the planner. So this obviously was a quick put together. This was actually just the paper, some stickers or die cuts for that matter. And then it's good to go on the front side. It was a really quick put together. Then I also have, this is my 2022 calendar. What I've done recently is moved all necessary appointments into my phone. I couldn't get a planner big enough to hold all of my daily tasks for, like, you know, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, all those things. There was no way, even on a huge 8.5 by 11 planner, none of my stuff would fit. So I just quit doing that way. This is what I refer to as like everything else other than that sort of thing. Coco Daisy has these paper covers. I take them off sometimes because they're really just regular paper. Sometimes I decorate them. This month I just ripped it off. This is actually from the memory keeping line. They have lots of different lines, but I love this because every single page is different, and it kind of like sparks me into being a little bit more creative because it's not like the regular planner that has the divided sections. I love the way that this goes. So for the majority of the part, I do get the lined section, which is normal, but I also get this one as well. So it's a little bit of extra money, but I can use this for multiple months because I use and I add parts and pieces. So again, you can see, again, these alphas are from the list, sticky notes, the stamps, everything is from the kit really. But I love that there's open spaces as well. This is just ripped paper. I thought it was left after you'll see a front insert and a to-do list from, and I'm just hiding all of those ring punches. I do have lots of lists. What I'm starting to do now is like have a running total of what I was doing during the day. Like say I would make a phone call or talk to somebody and I would just keep writing down the date and then what was going on. So it's starting to be morphing from like to-do lists to actually daily what I am doing and like phone calls and that sort of thing. So that's this. And this I just popped in here last night. This was getting really boring and I just needed some sort of refresher. So I just made this. I just sewed on this piece of paper. I thought it would look cool, sewed on the back side. I ended up covering it up because of the tension issue. Long story short, I just added this. And this is actually made from packaging underneath here. And then I just put the sticky note on top to like disguise it a little bit. But I love using packaging because it's sturdier and I could just tuck that in and it's not going anywhere. So my funny story, my husband asked me, what is this for? And I said, well, whatever I want it to be. Because he's like, if there's no function for it, why do you have it? So that's just me. I like things. And you can see here's part of the rip from the piece before. So I do have my tracker. I've actually printed this off. It's hard to see because of because it's see-through, but I've made a tracker and I love using this, using my microperm. And then at the end of the month, I just wipe it off. So it's a bookmark, it's a tracker, it's always in my face and I'm always going to write it down. So that's why I like it. And then of course I use the alphas from the kit for that. And then the rest of the pages are blank. Here's another one of these covers, and I tend to like modify them over the course of the month. When you finish this video, you'll see that this looks a little bit different. I just added this little dotted line and then a little bit of writing. So this was really easy. Again, this is just packaging and some regular paper. And then I needed to make it a little bit wider, so I had to add some more paper to the side. Again, I get inspired by cutting things up because I like the shape or want a shape. And then I usually use up the bits to add more texture and shape. So it's just a process of how I've come to determine how I like to do my planners. A little scrappy, but a little organized and no waste. I love using every single bit, including the packaging. Washi tape, I do have some die cuts and I'm in business. So this is the actual standard dory that it comes with. And again, I ripped off the cover because it was just paper and this is what the first page is. I thought afterwards that this would have made a great pocket, but I'd have to line the front, so I didn't do that. Anyway, it does have a monthly calendar, and then I just have on this just little bits of everything, including just paper, just taped in. And the really thing that I've been loving the last couple weeks is the way I've been working on this layout. I wanted something different, something compartmentalized, and not have like just a massive list of to-dos to do each day. So you'll see this, and then next week is a little bit modified, but I have the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That stuff is here in the middle. And then I have organized categories on the side, which I can just throw stuff into. Now, this week is what I did just a smidge different is I've got the days of the week, but then again, if I have things that have to get done that day, I've got extra room underneath to add those parts. And then I've got other to-do lists that go around as well. So I'm really enjoying working with that. Again, obviously 2 weeks into it, I really haven't done much with that. Here's the back side of that notebook. This again just came out of nowhere. I loved it. The front side was cool colors or warm colors, and then I wanted to make the back side more of those cold tones with the grays and the blues. And then again, this is packaging, a couple die cuts, and really that's all it is. This is a actual picture. Okay, so sometimes I do a lot of digital designs for anybody with anything really. So what I've done is actually taken a picture of my planner, and then I added a digital enhancement on top, and then I printed it off at Walgreens in an 8x10, and then I just cut it down to fit the daisy the dory. So that's what I've done here. And I loved the colors that kind of went together, and of course with the washi, it just kind of all came together. This is just all of my home and master to-dos. Like those big home things are always going to be in here. I wanted something that was perpetual, evergreen, so to speak, as opposed to the other that are more like things that I will just toss at the end of the month if I get full. And yes, I do toss some of my planner stuff. I have lots of packing and things coming up for summer vacation, so I just wanted to have everything right here to make sure I keep organized and segmented. And then the next few pages are creative ideas or wish lists of things I want to buy for all of my IGs. So I have Kara Designs, I have Annie's Crafter, and then I have my Etsy store. So I kind of have to break them down by what function they do. And then again, I have one of my clear dividers that I have in my shop, and I love these. They come in rounded corners or square. I just really liked squares, but Coco Daisy has been doing these rub-ons, and I wanted to try them out on here, and they turned out really good. They are scratching off a little. Obviously, I'm 2 weeks in, but the cool part about it is I just take rubbing alcohol at the end of them whenever I want, and it'll just come off. Rubbing alcohol is a bomb. So here is how I store the majority of my leftover bits. That way I can carry it to go with me. And so I can do it outside, or I can do it in the car or practices or whatever. But I wanted to show you these alcohol prep pads. I bought 400 of them for $5 on Amazon. I love them. I could just rip them off. I can take them to go. And that's what I do to clean off some of the bits I don't want on these clear dividers. All right, let's move on to where I was at. Again, I've got most of this is empty. Again, here's the back side. I loved doing this divider, and I think it really worked well. It kind of has that same oriental feel. Oh, by the way, these always have like sticky notes and more to-do lists on top of them. So this divider here, I loved making this. I loved making this divider. Again, I just was inspired by the ripping. I actually made this this notebook from Tombow River paper. You can actually buy it off of Amazon in bulk form, and I just make my own Tombow River paper notebook. And the cool thing I love about this one is that I've done it kind of like daily journaling and memory keeping all in one. I love the flimsiness of the paper, don't get me wrong, but I'm always going to back the other side with these traveler's notebook, like, I don't know what they call it. They call them bookmarks or something in the Coco Daisy, traveler's notebook, memory keeping. But I just have like a synopsis of what happened that week and things I feel and what I want to write down, and I just do it. And then, so this is currently this week, so I'll just do the same here. Obviously I didn't have room here, but you get the picture. And I love using this paper. It's just really fun to use. The back side, this is what I'm going to start doing a little bit more tracking here. And I've actually decided to take the white spaces in between each one of these and do a hash mark every day. And so at the end of the month of June, I'll have all of those hash marks too. Just, it's like a little fun. It's not really for seriousness. And then here's the extra Tombow River paper. I just made a little notepad, and there's the video for that right next to me. It really is super simple, just using some leftover traveler's notebook cover because I didn't want to waste this really nice paper. So I just ripped it off, made a backing for it, stapled it together, and added, again, more packaging from Coco Daisy. And then here at the end, I just have some, my COVID card and more Costco receipts, in part of those notebooks. I just throw those off and stow them back in the back. And then I use one of my rose gold big paper clips just to keep everything nice and tidy. Again, my favorite pen is the Sarasa Dry. I've got one here. And then my micro perm I left upstairs because I was fiddle farting before the video. So anyway, this is my setup for June, and I'm currently in it right now for May, but I'm really enjoying it. Let me know if you have any questions, want to see anything extra, or just want to chit chat. Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys do subscribe and get notifications for this, because I really am having a fantastic time setting this planner up and all of my planners up so far. So I love turning on the recorder. So I love to see you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, any concerns, etc. Always willing to chit chat. Talk to you guys later. Bye.